You're not just joining any program. This isn't for everyone. If you're looking for an easy fix or magic formula, this isn't the place.
Hello, this is the Hack Hour Podcast, a show where it's all about helping real, everyday, hard-working remodelers learn the secrets to having it all in life and business. And now, here's your host, Mike Minges.
Welcome to the Hack Hour. Today's episode is going to be just what the doctor ordered for those of you who are competitive and want to be the best, that have to be the best. Whether you're struggling to grow your business, frustrated with your clients that you're attracting, or simply tired of feeling like you're always hustling just to stay afloat, this episode is for you, I promise. We're diving into how you can elevate your business to a new level of success and fulfillment within the Remodeling Academy. But here's the thing. Not any remodeler is going to be accepted. You're not just joining any program. This isn't for everyone. If you're looking for an easy fix or a magic formula, this isn't the place. While we offer our services to all remodelers, we recognize that not everyone is going to be able to handle it. The Remodeling Academy is for those who are serious about doing work, pushing their limits, and achieving the results that most contractors only are dreaming about. I'm going to share some strategies that are powerful, some stories and resources that can help you see what's truly possible. And not just in your remodeling business, but in your life. So take a moment, stop what you're doing. I recommend grab a notebook and relax. Let this podcast sink in. The time for change, you can do it right now. All right? You don't have to wait. We're about to dive deep into what it takes to run a remodeling business that not only survives, but thrives. So why does this even matter, right? Why is it so important to think about leveling up your remodeling business? I'm going to ask you some questions to get you thinking. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, but you're just not getting the results you want? Are you grinding, hustling, working long hours, right? Burning the candle at both ends, saying to yourself, I just need to work a little bit harder, but somehow it's not adding up. It is the goal just always just out past your reach? Do you find yourself falling back and then struggling and saying, I'm going to have to compete on price to get this job, right? And are you struggling to stand out and feel proud about your cost and why you need to charge more, and wondering, what is it? What's missing? Why is my business struggling? Why can't I figure this out? If you answered yes to any of these, you're not alone. Any of the successful remodeling business owners that you come across have gone through these trials. They've had their moments when things weren't so great. Now, most contractors are stuck in a survival mode. So they're just reacting to problems. It's like they're a firefighter just running from one problem to the next. They're dealing with nonstop client issues, right? Yes, you're great at the technical side. You produce amazing results, right? Your decks are beautiful. Your kitchens are top of the line. Your baths are beautiful. But when it comes to running a business, do you just feel like you're winging it and you're saying to yourself, why is it so hard? So here's where it all gets exciting, right? There's a way to shift, to elevate, and create a business that just, it not only pays the bills, but it feels and fuels, right, your passion and makes you proud. That's exactly what we do for the people that work with us here at the Remodeling Academy. We teach you how to take control, build the systems, and step into the role of a business owner so your business works for you instead of you always working for your business. Let me share a story with you, right? We have a contractor named Lee. Lee's been running his remodeling business for about 10 years. He's really good at what he offers. He does some small additions. Usually he likes to do decks, sunrooms, screened in patio, porches, right? Does some basement remodeling, the occasional kitchen and bath remodel. Now, his work, he's top notch. Now, despite Lee's talent, he just couldn't break past that $1 million revenue mark. You know, he tried to hire more employees. He tried subbing more projects out. And what he found was if he hired more people or subbed more things out, he just increased his problems. He was already working long hours. He's tried working longer hours. He was already not charging enough, and he's even tried to say, I'll make it up on volume. So he would charge a little bit less to get the next job. And he has found himself, right, constantly dealing in the past with clients that just didn't respect his level of expertise and what he was bringing to the table. So when Lee looked in and finally joined the Remodeling Academy, things started to change. Not just some things, but all the things. He learned how to stop playing small and how to set clear boundaries with clients. He learned how to effectively communicate the value of his work. Within about 6 months, Lee went from charging what he thought he was worth to what he was actually worth. He started charging what he wanted and said, this is the price that I want to be paid and rewarded for doing that project for you. He found that he was now attracting clients who valued his work and expertise, and they were happy to pay a premium for the peace of mind based off of his experience and talent that he brought with them. And Lee learned how to get better at managing people so that he had fewer problems, which meant that he could now have a couple projects going on at the same time and wasn't increasing his problems, but was increasing the revenue, right? He could increase his profit. So, you know, today Lee isn't just hitting revenue goals, he's thriving. He is growing. He is going to encounter other hurdles down the road, but he's ready for them, and he has a confidence now because he's built up that muscle, that reflex, where when he sees something reoccurring in the business that's not so great, he realizes, oh, I just need to learn how to handle that better. That's a skill I'm lacking. If I can make a few little changes, that will not be a problem that I'm still dealing with years down the road. That has been a huge relief. It's taken a ton of stress off. Lee doesn't have those long, anxious evenings, right? He's not waking up in the middle of the night scared about what problem that he doesn't even know about is coming down the pike because he's not sure if he can handle it because he's overloaded. No, now he understands that I can handle issues and problems. I'm a problem solver. That's why I got into the business, right? So he's working fewer hours. He's making more money, and most importantly, he's running the business that when he got into the business he thought he would, right? It's bringing him the joy and the freedom now that he's always wanted, of having flexibility over his schedule. And that's what the Remodeling Academy can do for you. When we talk about what the Remodeling Academy really is, understand this isn't just another business coaching program or course. It's a transformational system designed specifically, right? We have frameworks that are for remodeling contractors, and that's it. This process, these procedures, the things that we help you implement and learn how to navigate through your business, they were developed from us being in the remodeling business and us working with other remodelers. Now, we found the best way to break up our market is we have 2 foundation tracks, right? So we often refer to our Remodeling Riches program, right? So that's the big umbrella within the Remodeling Academy. And then inside that, we have a Rebel track. And this is for those of you that want to reach that first, $1 million a year in revenue and be able to do it consistently without killing yourself. The second track, now this is called the Renegade track, and this is for the contractors that, it's those of you that have already figured out how to get to $1 million, but you're having trouble stringing multi-million-dollar years together, right? So we've talked about before how people hit a wall in the remodeling business, and those walls are pretty common. Many people are hitting it at 3 million, 5 to 7, 10, maybe 15 to 20, right? So the Renegade track is for those of you tackling growing the multi-million-dollar per year business, and the Rebel track, that's getting you up to where you're now consistently hitting $1 million a year. Now, we use money there to help differentiate where you fall, but it isn't just about money alone. It's about building a business that just flat out works for you, right? We want to help you find that business that gives you the freedom to do what you love, while also giving you financial stability, peace of mind, to enjoy your life outside of your work. We break it down into simple and actionable frameworks. So whether it's pricing your services correctly, learning how to attract higher paying clients, right? Streamlining your employee and subcontractor process and how you go about managing and hiring, working with your management of the job once you've sold it, and navigating that emotional roller coaster that your clients go through, helping you master the referral end of the game so that you have to work less hard at always finding the new good client, right? We show you how to get your existing clients to be your advocate, to be your raving fans, to help bring you more amazing clients. So we put all this together and we figure out what area you need help with the most, and then we get started. So we have you covered. Now, sure, we are going to talk to you a lot about how to stop competing on price and how to position yourself as the go-to expert in the market, right? And we're going to help you build systems that work specifically for your remodeling business. Now, again, this program, many people apply to it. Not everyone's going to get in. And we can't have everyone here because the reality is not every one of you is meant to have a successful remodeling business. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. Some of you are willing to do the work. Some of you are willing to be open-minded and will embrace change and embrace challenge and embrace the frustration, right? And embrace knowing that you have to do something differently and being open to hearing it and implementing it. And some people just aren't capable of that. And that's okay. There are some people that their business is going to always struggle. And we wish them the best, right? But for those of you, the select few that want it and are willing to work for it, that's who gets into the academy. And we've talked about it before. The reason it's an academy is because you have to dive in 100%. You have to embrace the whole process. And you see how everything is connected, how the way that you go about with your mindset, how that then also, right, streamline and goes down into how the employees think about the business, and it's how the customers think about your business. So everything starts with you. As you become a better person and a better business owner, your business gets better, your clients get better, your profit gets better. Okay? So let's get real here and look at some of the biggest mistakes that we see that remodeling contractors are making. And listen, if you've been making these mistakes, understand you're not alone. And here's the thing. You can't grow if you keep doing the same thing that's been holding you back. You have to make a change, right? And the first mistake is just competing on price. You don't want to be the contractor who says, hey, I can match or I can do better than my competition. You actually want to lead with the fact that I'm actually not going to be the cheapest. If I am the cheapest, in fact, then there's a problem. I missed something. I didn't quite understand what you were looking for. There's something that's not in my estimate. And you share with the prospect how you're a professional remodeler and you offer a superior product. And because of that, because the customer can trust you to get the job done, there's a cost with that, right? And how the cheapest person out there, that's a risk. And the cheaper the person, the higher the risk. The risk of who to hire goes down as the cost comes up. And that's where customers get peace of mind. And most customers want peace of mind first. And once they recognize that you are confident in your ability and you're capable, then they will recognize that cost is less of an issue. Now, the second mistake that a lot of remodelers make is the lack of systems, right? This is where our frameworks come into play. So again, many of you are amazing in the field. We're not here to discuss how to cut crown molding quicker, more accurate, right? We're not here to talk about how to install kitchen cabinets in a slightly different way. What we're talking about is what's your process, right? How are you handling your pre-construction meetings? Okay. How are you weeding out the leads? How do you determine what prospect you're working with? Who goes into your feasibility and design program immediately, as opposed to who do you set up and say, hey, we'll come out and this is how much we charge for that, an estimate for that type of project, right? You need a process and you need clear direction, because here's what happens. For you to be able to grow your business, You have to be able to explain the way that you have been doing it and why you do it the way you do it so that you can have someone else come and do it. That's how you grow. By you stop doing what you do on a daily basis, have someone else start doing that so you can be learning and growing and doing the next thing that your business needs. So by not having in systems, right, many remodelers are fighting the same battle over and over again. They're constantly reacting. It's whether they're reacting to the client demand, the issue on the job site, last minute changes, right? If what a lot of you guys are probably still recognizing is that when you've been in the business for some time and you have a lot of reps, you should have less issues because you should have learned how to eliminate them. And most of the time that comes by putting in some good systems. And a lot of it comes from excelling at just simple communication and setting a proper expectation and understanding where a client is coming from and understanding how they might not understand what it is that you're saying or doing or what's about to happen, and then helping them see what's coming down the road and how this is going to matter. You know, one of the things that we learned early on was in our schedules that we provide to the client, we put their payment schedule in there as well. So they see that, oh, there's going to be a framing inspection on Tuesday. Oh, look at that. Our second payment is due on Tuesday because there's a framing inspection. It's tied to the framing inspection, right? And so now your client understands that another payment's coming so they can move money around if necessary. And then when you show up and the framing inspection goes fine, client should already have the payment been made or they're ready to make the payment for you because you've put in a process, right? Now, the third mistake, and I've touched on a little bit, is the poor client communication. If you're not setting clear expectations with your clients from day one, you're setting yourself up for headaches. And we teach you how you establish these boundaries and you communicate effectively and how to ensure that your clients respect your time and expertise. You know, how to write your agreements and your scopes of work, your description of the materials, how your change orders should be written, right? What a client pre-construction meeting should look like and what gets covered in that. All of these things, you know, your onboarding process and how you do even things like prepping for the final walkthrough and how you get yourself to as you walk away from the job so that you get more referrals. All of that involves being excellent at communication. So here's where I'll get real with you. And when we are not interested, right, in working with contractors that aren't willing to do the work. This is a challenging program. It's not a quick fix scheme, right? It's not just putting one little simple trick in. It's about adopting a whole methodology, a framework, a process, right? It's a complete package. So we work with remodelers who are ready to earn success. And, not everyone who applies gets accepted. We're selective because we have to ensure that every contractor in the program is committed to doing the work, growing, and leveling up. Many people talk about it, but when push comes to shove, they're just not going to do it. And if you're not going to make the change, we could share all this information with you and it's pointless. Understand that if you aren't willing to do anything, we are wasting our time with you. And we don't do that. Just like we learned how to find the best prospects in our business because we weed out clients and we understand that this is a client that works for us in our business. I've talked before about how as a remodeler, you need to be interviewing your prospects just like they're interviewing you. So at the Academy, we're doing the same thing. We're looking for the contractors the remodelers who are going to be successful, ones that we can tell, this person's a hard worker. This person cares. This person isn't just talking a big game, they want to live and play a big game. So, again, it's not just about us giving you tools, it's about you taking the leap, you investing in yourself, you investing in your growth, and us helping you build the foundation, right? Your confidence comes as you learn and practice and implement all the tools effectively. And we help facilitate that within the Academy Foundation. So if you're willing to take the step, we'll guide you every step of the way, but you have to want it. Now, imagine this. What if a year from now, your business looks completely different? You're working with the clients, you value your expertise, you're charging what you're worth, and you're working on projects that energize you instead of draining you, right? What if you're running a business that supports the life you want to live? What if you wake up every day knowing that your business is thriving, your clients respect you, and you have the time and the financial freedom to enjoy your life? That's what the Remodeling Academy offers. So remember, we're selective because we're serious. We're looking for the people that do the work, will do the work, and are going to take control of their future. So before we wrap up, we'll understand that within our programs, we have numerous tools and offerings for you. And some of them are simple, like the Kitchen Remodeling Frequently Asked Question handout, right? It goes over 10 of the most common questions that a homeowner has about a kitchen remodel. And the beauty in that system is we've written the question and the answer helps pre-frame the client that somebody trained by the Remodeling Academy is who they want as a professional to redo their kitchen remodel, right? That was developed after we wrote the Free Consumer Guide to Home Remodeling, which is a 44-page ebook that you present to clients after an initial phone call or their initial inquiry to your ad or website. And by you giving them this resource, this free consumer guide, they read through that. And again, what we're doing is we're pre-framing to set you, the Remodeling Academy trained remodeler, to be the homeowner's best solution. We share with the homeowner how these things here, these are the important factors to look for when selecting a remodeling contractor. And it just so happens that you, by being trained at the Academy, your business excels in all those areas. And these ways of approaching the sales process set you up for success before you even show up for the first meeting. Okay? We have numerous master classes, right? We have the Hanging Dough series, and that's a must-have for anyone that is in the kitchen remodeling space, right? It's how to stand out and dominate the high-end kitchen remodeling market. We have the Client Kryptonite series, and that's where we really help you master your presentations, your sales, right? And how you become the problem solver, because clients want solutions to problems, and you're no longer selling, you're serving them, right? We offer the Fixer's Fortune, that Ascent Avenue series, and that helps you, for those of you that want to be in the handyman space, right? We show you how being in that niche, you can stay there and it could be your standalone, or the handyman business can become a feeder for larger remodeling projects. So And we have things like flashcard systems and books that have been written. All of this is to help you become an expert at your business. You run your business the way you want, right? But you are been trained at the academy, so you have this skill set, and that skill set sets you apart from all of your competition. We've even developed our own Mezio. It's the kitchen measuring system, right? Where we guide you step by step, making sure that you're the most accurate kitchen measures so that when you work with your designers, you get exactly what you need, and there's less headaches and callbacks and problems for your installers out on the field, right? We set up and design the Dream Perfect Kitchens process, where for those of you that are still getting comfortable selling, you can have your clients go through our website, and the website does the presentation and selling for you, right? There's no other program or place out there for remodelers that offers anywhere near the resources and the range of trainings that we do here at the Remodeling Academy. We provide you with everything that you're going to need to elevate not only your business, but also your team and your client relationships. So if you are serious, and I mean serious, about transforming your remodeling business, there's never been a better time for you to apply. And let's see if you have what it takes. So that's all I have for today. I encourage you to keep going through any of the struggles that you're currently in. Understand that there is light at the end of the tunnel. We are here for those of you that are willing to dig in. And if you are ready for that new perspective and you want to see what's truly possible for you and your business, reach out. We're here to help you succeed. That's our goal. If this episode's resonated with you, take a moment, share it with a fellow remodeler, someone that you think could benefit from hearing this message. We'd appreciate you sharing some comments, like, and subscribe. Until our next journey, again, head over to the Remodeling Academy to learn more, and thank you for being a part of this process. As always, your success is ready for you. The question is, are you ready for your success?
Thank you for listening to the Hack Hour podcast. It would be awesome if you would leave us a quick review on iTunes. To further your remodeling success, go to remodelingriches.com.